Breaking news coming in. Actor Sonu Sood has slammed China over the oxygen crisis in India. He's put out a tweet, and I quote, "We are trying to get hundreds of oxygen concentrators to India. It's sad to say that China has blocked lots of our consignments, and here in India, we're losing lives every minute. I request them to help us get our consignments cleared so that we can save lives," unquote. Let's now listen in to Mukesh Aghi, the CEO of US-India Strategic Partnership Forum, who exclusively spoke to India today about China blocking Indian aid.
We know that the US ISPF has really rallied forces to ensure that oxygen concentrators reach India sooner than later. What are your plans? Is there a timeline? How have you mobilized forces to ensure that that oxygen concentrators reach India, and what's the amount that we can look at?
So at the moment, what we have basically sourced is around 31,000 pieces of oxygen concentrators. And these are 5 liter, 8 liters, and 10 liters. The whole strategy is to make sure that these can be used at homes. They're battery powered. At the same time, so you don't want to basically inundate the hospital system. So that was one strategy we had. Our challenge is basically logistics, because we were sourcing a lot of these from China. China, for whatever reason, has stopped all cargo flights into India. And one of our first consignment landed in India, and we had to route it from Shanghai to Tokyo and then back into India from Tokyo to Delhi. And we're looking at other aspects, moving them from Shanghai to Dubai, Shanghai to Bangkok. It just adds the timeline, because you want to move this very, very fast. And we are working with the Empowered Committee chaired by Amitabh Khan to make sure that they move fast through customs. We are sending them to the Indian Red Cross so they can distribute, because they have a better network across the country to be able to support and take a decision whom to give them.
Gaurav Sawant reporting from Delhi is now joining us for the very latest. Gaurav, what's going on? Is there no iota of humanity left in China at a time like this? They're going ahead and blocking these consignments. Are they back to their dirty old tricks?
They indeed are, and just look at the difference in what the Chinese say and what they do. Chinese President Xi Jinping wrote a letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi saying, we offer sympathies and we are ready to help whichever way you want. That's exactly what the Chinese ambassador in New Delhi also claims. But look at what they're actually doing on ground. They are actually delaying supplies of medical equipment that's required as on yesterday, if not day before, to India, and forcing the American aid to be rerouted, from Shanghai to Japan, and from Japan then to India, instead of rushing it straight in the name of a ban on COVID flights. So China's just back to its dirty tricks, and what's a cause for serious concern? While all of this is happening here, China's also strengthening at the line of actual control, of course, on the Chinese side. So India needs to be prepared on multiple fronts, because China, as we've been saying all along, just cannot be trusted. This is the time when India is most vulnerable, that China is trying to actually exploit the situation, Chetty.
Right. Geeta's also with us, our Foreign Affairs editor. Geeta, can there be any kind of an international pressure put on China at this point of time? Because we need those shipments cleared off at the moment.
Well, when it comes to government, Chetty, the Indian government, as also sources in the US government told us, that none of the government consignments were blocked. Having said that, it is quite interesting to see the politics of supplies and politics of assistance now playing out. China stopping US companies specifically, and now we're looking at NGOs and private entities who are trying to source from China also feeling the heat and disruption of supplies from China. So it looks like China is being selective in who they're allowing the consignments to go through, and which are the areas of entities that they're not allowing. And that clearly shows the politics of maybe trying to take credit, because if it's government to government, they really cannot stop. But when it comes to private entities, in all probability, China is looking at a response from India that's still awaited. China has extended a lot of offer, but India still is yet to respond to Chinese offer. And it seems like China is trying to now arm twist India's way into accepting either the offer or making it very difficult to entities and private companies based out of the United States of America, Veteranor of China, to really come to the assistance and help of India.
Right, Gaurav, I just want to check with you. What is this cargo airlift ban that they are talking about? That is the reason they have cited. How can that be resolved by India?
So, this is where China and their doublespeak becomes very apparent. So, Chinese government, whatever India requires, they are sending directly. But what comes from the private sector or US companies or NGOs, they are blocking. As Geeta was very rightly pointing out, this is very typical traditional Chinese arm twisting tactics. And it's not just with India. China is trying to use this pandemic to mint money. They've tried to do that with Europe. They've tried to do that with the United States of America. Often, if we saw in the first phase of the pandemic, they were sending substandard medical equipment at exorbitant rates. Apparently, they may be trying to do the same with India. And that is why India is insisting that we need reliable supply chains, often that are not reliant on China at all in the times to come.
Absolutely. Thanks, Geeta. Thanks, Gaurav, both of you for joining us on this big story that we're breaking here on India Today. For now, it's a wrap from me, Chaiti Narula, on this bulletin. For further news and updates, do log on to indiatoday.com.